Hi students, welcome back to our session. Today's session we are going to discuss probability. Will it happen or not? What are the chances particular event will occur? How certain are you that will occur? We talk in terms of probability all the times. This was covered many basics concepts needed for probability. We understand that equal likely and ones which are not equal likely events. If we have taken some examples to understand this concept, we will also look into sample space, sample points, events. Many learners gets confused in between the probability for independent event and mutually exclusive events, and we cover quite a few examples to help you all with these two concepts all. And lastly we will move on to the concept of intersection and union, which are very important for us to understand the concept of probability. How certain are we that you will have the better understanding? Well, you watch. Three students were asked about the probability of passing in the mathematics paper. Let's understand their response. The first student was very sad and said that the probability of his passing was low. The second one was really happy because he felt that the probability of his passing is very high. And the third was little confused. He says that his probability of passing is somewhere in between. So, the probability just tells you how likely is it for an event to occur. Here, the event is passing the exam. In the first case, the likelihood of passing is not very likely. In the second case, the likelihood of passing is very likely. And here the likelihood of passing is somewhere in between. But none of them are sure. They are just telling us what they will feel and what is the most likely outcome. We will look at just one interesting concept in this video, and that is a coin toss. You will not believe how interesting it is. Think about it. When you toss a coin, it will either land a head or a tail. Either head or tail. All of us could agree that these are the only two possibilities. Suppose I ask you a simple question. What is the probability of the coin landing a head? This question asks that if we toss a coin, what is the likelihood that the coin lands a head? How do we calculate it? Here's how. There is only one way in which you can get a head. The only way is if a lands a heads, that's the first thing we had to find out the probability. The second thing, we need to find out its total number of possibilities. In total, there are only two possibilities, a head or a tail. This number in the denominator is actually all possibilities. This to cover all the possibilities, since you cannot possibly get any other outcomes, you either get a head or a tail. This tells you that out of two possibilities, there is only one way in which this event can occur. So, the probability of a coin landing a head is 1 by 2, which is off. This is a fraction and can also be written in decimal form as 0.5. The numerator tells you that number of ways in which an event can occur, and the denominator is all possible events. Here another question, what is the probability of a coin landing a tail? The logic is very similar. There is only one way in which we can get a tail, and the total possibilities are just two head or tail. So the probability of getting a tail is also 1 off. Look at these two events, landing a head and landing a tail. Both have the same probability, and since the probability tells us the likelihood of an event occurring, such events are called equally likely events. We say that the getting head or a tail during a trial at toss a coin are equal likely events. That's because the probability of occurrence in the same. Let's try and decide a formula for the probability of an event. In the numerator, we have the number of ways in which an event can occur, and in the denominator, we have the total number of possible outcomes. It just means how many possibilities out of the total number of possibilities. This formula will be a lot clearer as we see more and more examples. The formulas is not important. What's important is that we are going to see in the next. What if there are 10 throws of a single coin? I am not talking about 10 coins tossing simultaneously. I am talking about one point being tossed 10 times. Since the events are equally likely, does that mean that after 10 throws, we will surely get 5 heads and 5 tails? This will not always be true. You may get 6 heads and 4 tails, or maybe 9 heads and a tail, or maybe even 10 tails. So what does the of essentially tells it? It tells us that if the process of tossing a coin is repeated many times, then we will get approximately the same number of heads and tails. So if you toss a fair coin or a million times, you will see that you could have get almost that. So what does this of essentially tells us? It tells us that it's the process of tossing a coin is repeated many times. That will be get approximately the same number of heads and tails. So if you toss a fair coin or millions times, you will see that you could get almost the same number of heads and tails.